All right, welcome to another edition of the, BS sessions, right? That's where we're at.
Yep.
BS
Yep.
sessions. And today, before we get into the BS, I'm just gonna say what we're doing. We're doing a like we did last week with Billy Squire. We're gonna make a top ultimate 11 song album plus a bonus track, side one, side two for Y and T. And I'll just give you something. This is a band that should have been bigger.
I
This is a
agree.
band that should, but their management fucked up. Record companies fucked up. Geffen Records sucked when they went to them later. A&M didn't know how to handle a metal band, so it's like they got fucked. They should have been with a better. But I want to give a shout out to Leonard Hayes, Philip Killimore, and Joey Alves, the three original members of Y&T. They passed, and there's only one guy left, Dave Menichetti, the singer and the lead guitarist. But if you guys, what did I do with that freaking thing? I had it ready here. Oh, here it is. Before we get into it, I suggest if you guys haven't watched this documentary, On With the Show, you can buy it off of ynt.com. This is one of the best documentaries, and the second disc has bonus stuff. And Eddie Trunk's in here, and it's really freaking good. And the two members, Leonard Hayes and Alves, were in here. They did the interviews before they died, so you get to see those two. You don't get to see Philip because he died in 2011 or 12. But check this out, man. This is a great documentary. All
Yeah,
right,
it's actually been really cool to revisit this catalog again, man. It's been so long since I've gotten into YNT and just going over them, man. Great freaking songs, dude. Good raunchy fucking rock and some really good ballads too, man. Very talented group, man.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I really dug deep into them, and man, they are a rocking band. It's kind of like Billy Squire from last week. It's all hard charging rock, but like Jerry was saying, there's some really good touch ballads there. But still, man, that guitar is so evident in every song.
Yeah,
you guys,
riffs, and it's great.
I went to the show last year at a club, and I got some good video of them. If you want to see Dave jam, go check out the Freeform Rock Podcast YouTube, and I got Y&T videos live up there, like I did last week for LA Guns. Should check them out. But before we get into our album, did you guys see the Ozzy blow up things that they're giving people selfies to promote his putting it around the country, like several of them around the country where people take selfies like at concerts and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of musicians are going around there playing their instrument around it and stuff. I've noticed on YouTube and all that. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, man, I want to take a selfie in front of that big giant Ozzy.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it on a website somewhere, but I didn't know that there were multiple ones going around.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Record company's doing a big thing of this. And when we talked about it last week, him singing live with Tony Iommi, I'm going, the way he sounded, if he went on tour, I'm buying tickets.
Yeah, I will too.
I'm buying tickets. I know Sharon's gonna push him out. Get out and work, Ozzy. Make mama some money.
I haven't seen Ozzy since the Ultimate Sin tour, man.
Oh wow, really? Wow, that's been a while.
Metallica opened up for Master of Puppets, man.
I've never seen Ozzy, so that's a bucket list thing.
Yeah, I've seen him about 3 times, and twice with Sabbath and 3 times solo. But I will
he may not be feeling 100% all the time, but he'll give you 100% of what he has left, man, on stage. He leaves it all on stage.
Yeah, he looked really good up there, man.
That's good to hear. I hope he goes out with a fucking real good bang,
Yeah. The first time I saw him was in my hometown of Corpus Christi at this place called Johnny Land. And it was him and Typo Negative and Sepultura. It was badass. It was a good show.
That was
what was in like 97.
Is Typo Negative the guy who did that Cinnamon Girl? Girl. Oh God.
Yeah. But since then,
a lot of people. Yeah, I'm sorry for that guy, but I've never listened. It's like that band. What's that other band? Days of the New, that kind of had that rural sound.
Oh, Days of the New, I could not get into. But the thing I liked about Typo Negative were those, his voice matched to the riffs.
I don't know. I couldn't get to it. It sounded like Dracula. I am
The thing is that I never knew that they did Cinnamon Girl until I was at the show. It's like, this is Neil Young. He's just doing something.
I want to live with the cinnamon girl. And I was like, what? But let's get into some sports now. We started with some music. Deshaun Watson receives an 11-game suspension, plus he has to go to counseling and all that crap. So what do you guys think about that?
I think he should go a whole year.
I really don't think he's going to play at all next year. I just don't think that's going to happen. Even if it's only 11 games, I think they're going to trade for Jimmy. I think Jimmy will be their quarterback next year.
Well, I'm also thinking, his comeback game is supposed to be with the Texans at their stadium. That's different then. But I just think Jimmy will. If Jimmy's especially doing well, let's just say, first of all, they got to make the trade, and second of all, if Jimmy's doing well and they're winning, he'll be their quarterback. I think. Jimmy's is a good quarterback. He's a game manager.
You can always count on one bonehead interception a game, but if there's a minute or two left in the game that he got the ball and they need one score, he'll put you in a position where you can win it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm glad the Niners didn't trade for Deshaun Watson. That was a rumor forever.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Deshaun Watson wanted to be traded even before all this came out.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to play for the Texans anymore, and then he just sat out. And it was a big drama around here every day, something in the newspaper. And then when all of this sexual assaults came out, there's like 23 or 24 different women. After that, it's kind of hard. It's hard to root for the guy.
Right.
So I didn't want to see him in a Texans uniform anymore. I didn't care if we went 0-17.
Mm-hmm.
He's a quarterback you got now, that rookie that was looked pretty good at times last year.
Yeah, David Mills did look good. He was a rookie, and I think he came out as a junior out of Stanford.
Nice. Stanford quarterbacks are pretty damn smart.
Yeah. So, he's at the helm this time, 100% without any rumors going on. Oh, when's Deshaun coming back? Is he going to come back? I mean, every week there was something. So now he doesn't have to worry about that. Now he just has to go out and play. And, we drafted a running back that looks pretty good. Well, in the first preseason game. I know it's just preseason, but still you get to see different players go,
Yeah.
and see what they got. So we'll see.
It's funny after the first preseason week, since that good performance by Trey Lance for the 49ers, they're actually now have been bumped up to the second best team in the NFC behind the Rams.
Oh wow, really?
Is Stafford okay still, or what's going on with that Tommy John shit?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not gonna spill any beans.
I hope he's still hurt.
I read that he's coming along better than they thought.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too my own horn about my Niners, but people are complaining that they didn't do much as far as trade and free agency. But then I look at their roster and I'm like, they don't need very much.
No.
They got a pretty stacked lineup. I mean, they really do.
And that one guy they thought was going to start at what, safety? The rookie's like kicking ass, right?
Yeah, and Jimmy Ward's hurt, but that's the only issue we have right now.
Yeah, he made the top 100, and so
I know
did
he's number 100. That was kind of cool, actually.
So did Kyle Juszczyk. Did I say his name right? Juszczyk. Juszczyk.
Oh, it's Juszczyk or Juszczyk. I don't know.
Juszczyk.
Call him Juice.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah. People, if they had like fullbacks like him, he reminds me, remember Bar None, William Floyd?
Or not as tough as Allstott, but he's still a smart guy.
Who was our fullback that we had back in the day?
Oh, Tom Rathman.
Tom Rathman, man, that was a fucking beast.
Yeah, he was. Workhorse.
It seems like that position has not been as prominent as it used to be, and I hope they bring it back.
No.
Well, he springs our running game, man.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4 teams that use the fullback. I think that's why Kyle makes it every year to the Pro Bowl, because he's the only one.
Plus, dude, that guy could go out for a pass and go 60 yards. Oh my God.
And the cool thing about people like Juszczyk and George Kittle, they like blocking better than anything else.
Yeah.
That's awesome to have on your team.
Yeah, but I just like to see that fullback clear for the fullback, Pop, because they got the body to pop a linebacker, and it frees up the tight ends to go out instead of staying in,
Well, I like it when frickin' Kittle sits there and does a pancake block on one of those defensive ends. He's done it on Aaron Donald. He pancaked Aaron Donald.
Yeah, but he also tried to do that on Von Miller in the championship game, or not the championship game, but the playoff game, or that they lost to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the championship game, and he got.
If that guy didn't drop the interception, that would have been over. That was done.
Yeah,
That was in the fourth
but,
quarter.
I mean,
That was done.
It's over, but you're right. I mean, damn. We could have been in the Super
And
Bowl.
that would have been what? 2 interceptions for Stafford in that game?
Yep.
That would have been the same as Jimmy, but Jimmy's the pariah because he threw 2 interceptions. You forgot that one interception that fucking got dropped by Stafford. Stafford
You know what, man?
still throws a lot of
Player
interceptions.
Yeah, the player I hate the most because he's so freaking good is Cooper Kupp, man. That guy's he's got Jerry Rice potential in my
I'm looking at Cooper Kupp at having a bad season this year.
I don't know, man.
He's gonna pull a hamstring, or he's just people are gonna know about him and they're gonna cover him now.
Oh
He's
no,
a
but
great-
he was double all the time last
He's
year.
been doubled.
The
I know.
Niners didn't double him.
I'm sure they probably did.
No, they didn't double him. They just sent a safety.
Well,
over
then they're
once in a while.
foolish if they didn't.
But they
Well,
should have.
he hasn't hurt us that much, though.
What are you talking about? He torches us, man.
Did they sign that other wide receiver from the Browns who came over with them last year? Is that guy's
Who?
name? You know, the guy from the Giants. He was in the Giants and with the
Beckham.
Browns.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Did they re-sign him?
Oh no, he's still free agent.
The free
Wow,
agent?
he's still a free agent.
Yeah.
Not that he's great, but he could be a number 2 or number 3 for somebody.
Yeah, Von Miller's trying to recruit him for the Bills. I'm like, come on, man, you guys are already stacked.
Hey, did you see that thing I put up about the OJ Simpson today?
No.
It says,
Oh
if-
yeah. About what if? How
Yeah,
one
but they
little
said that with Buffalo, if they didn't get that one play, if that play
Yeah.
wouldn't have went through, they wanted to have that draft pick to get OJ
Yeah.
Simpson, and OJ Simpson wouldn't have met Nicole Simpson, and then blah blah blah. We wanted to have the Kardashians because he would have never met.
Oh my
Uh,
god, what a snowball.
Yeah, it's snowball.
That's what I mean. Time, man. It's just events, man. That the
Crazy.
tapestry is amazing.
And it
in
wouldn't
time.
have made Robert Kardashian a semi
Yeah.
famous, and then you see Kim's sex tape. Thank you, Buffalo Bills, for the fucking Kardashians.
Well, hey,
Fuckers.
I'll
Thanks
thank,
a lot, Buffalo.
I'll thank Bruce Jenner for Kendall, though. I think Kendall's pretty hot, actually.
Oh, but Bruce?
Bruce or
The freaking Kardashians ruined the men.
yeah.
Look at Bruce became a woman. Lamar Odom almost killed himself.
Mhm.
And freaking Kanye was crazy, but he went even more nuts.
But he went way off the deep end. Now I wonder what's going to happen to Travis Barker.
Oh, I hate Travis Barker.
After last night's show, I did turn on that Blink-182 album.
Yeah.
And man, Travis Barker just kicks ass on that album. In fact,
he's an incredible drummer.
yeah, he really is. And that was
What?
his first album with Blink-182.
I heard that one dude from Angel and Airways is coming back. I was reading that today. That
Oh, yeah?
they're getting back to him. And one guy, I guess the guy who took over for him, people
Yeah.
are going, why? The best album they made was California. I don't even know what that album is. I stopped listening to them.
Yeah, that was not a good album at all.
Some people like it. I guess he's a lead singer of another band.
Huh?
I said that guy who replaced him is a lead singer of another band anyways.
Yeah. I forgot what band though.
I forgot to either. Blink 180. Ah, god dang. I hated MTV with Blink 182. Like them and
that was a
fucking
tough time.
Backstreet Boys and fucking NSYNC. I was like, fuck, I had to go to VH1 and watch, and then Celine Dion came on. I go, what? Can I win? and finally we got much
before anything,
finally my cable company got Much Music, so I went to the Canadian channel.
Canadian way.
Is Much Music still going on, or is that gone?
I don't know.
Now we have that X site, right, Jerry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Excite's awesome.
I
It's
wanna
pretty
buy-
cool because you keep your favorites on it and stuff.
Yeah, but every time I go on there and play the thing, it plays the same shit.
Same
over and over.
stuff. Mhm.
It's like recycles. I still see fucking Mr. Brown, Sweet Child of Mine, and what's that group? Alienator. You hated?
Oh, Alice in Hell. I hate that song.
I like that
Annihilator.
one video they showed. That's it.
What
Alice
video?
in Hell. I
Who?
hate that song.
Alienator.
Annihilator.
Annihilator.
Huh?
Ever heard that song, Alice in Hell? Never heard that song?
No, I haven't.
You're not missing much. But...
I like it. I think that's the only song I liked. I went and heard them.
Terrible.
But
I posted that on Facebook. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. As it was playing.
What's that band that did metal on metal? Anvil. Why do people
Anvil's
like that?
cool.
Yeah, why do people
I think
like
Anvil
that
is
band?
cool, man.
Really? If they were so cool, why didn't the fans make them bigger? Because because they made that film and now they go, oh, we like Anvil now because they suffered for their art. I like that documentary. That was a cool documentary.
Was it? Yeah. Anvil featuring Anvil or something like that. What it was called?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Their music's okay. It's generic AC/DC. If I have to say,
not even close to AC/DC. The singer
I
is
said
like,
generic.
oh.
I didn't say like AC/DC. I said generic.
It's like Chris Sinzak put up a comment about Anvil. I said, yes, every time I say Anvil sucks, I get such crap about it.
I
won't give you crap about it. They're not the best, but I like them.
You know what's funny? Because I've been putting up posts, like mean posts and shit. Chris Sinzak texted me, what's wrong with you, dude, today? Because I said, if you're not with me, you're against me. He goes, what's wrong? Yeah, dude, I'm just fucking around. You're cool, brother. I love you. I just found out I had some fake friends. That's about it. But I'm not pissed at anything. I put up shit to get people to talk.
I was gonna say, are you watching Star Wars or something? Because I think Anakin Skywalker said that. I'm like you watching Star Wars?
That's an old saying, dude. If you're not,
I know, but sometimes you quote something from a movie that you're watching at the time or you just watched.
No, I didn't watch Star Wars. I got the whole box set and I got all the Daisy Ridley shitty movies. But
yeah, fuck you.
Dude, I'll watch them, but I'm sitting there freaking playing games while watching it because it's so boring. Oh man, and I got what do you think about this? Nikki Six saying, whenever other musicians start to slag us, I usually look them up and realize they were in the middle of trying to sell a book, music tour, something to you using my name or whatever. Things that make you go, the fuck, Nikki?
I don't understand that comment. Really.
Huh?
I don't understand that comment. I didn't get it.
Well, he says other musicians slag them to get press.
Yeah.
What the slag meaning to use them? Like
put them down or whatever.
Put them down. Slag
put them down.
Put them down, yeah.
Yeah. So that they can put themselves in the news and so that they can sell more product that they're putting out there right now. I just think that Nikki still thinks that it's the early 90s and late 80s where Motley Crue means as much as they used to, but they don't.
Yeah, I like Motley Crue, but I don't.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I hardly ever think of them unless I hear one of their songs. I don't purposely put them on to listen anymore. Rarely I do. Actually, I did for that.
Well, week from this Saturday, I get to see them, so I'm looking forward to Poison. Actually,
yeah, I heard they're stealing the show still.
Oh yeah, and Eddie Trunk was talking to. Hey, you should listen to the last Eddie Trunk episode that came out today, Jerry.
Does he have a Sirius XM channel?
Yeah, he changed it from volume to a new channel. He went to 103 to 106. I think it's 106.
106?
It's a new channel.
It's on Factor.
Right by Howard. Cool.
Yeah, so he's on there. And the thing is, I listen to the podcast because I could listen to, but he's on when I'm working. So I could go back and listen to the older episodes, but I'm like, I'll just wait till the podcast.
I take it they don't let you wear headphones or anything?
Huh?
I take it they don't let you wear headphones?
No. Oh, you know what happened today? You know what fucking happened today? Again, some guy was singing, my lead was singing a song. Like a song, I go, that's worse than ABBA, man. What the fuck, ABBA?
Dude,
I said that's worse than
ABBA, man.
That's worse than Dancing Queen. You know what that motherfucker did? You know what that motherfucker did? He played Dancing Queen for me, and I'm like sitting there, you motherfucker. Why? And then the girl goes, well, you need to hear the song to get it out of here. No, it doesn't work.
You do need to listen to the song.
For me.
That's the way it works for me. If I have a song in my head, I have to fucking listen to it to get it out of my head.
And then he played
That's
that
exactly
Makita
how
or that Nikita or whatever song. He played-
Nikita.
yeah, he played that again. I'm like,
All right,
shoot
after-
me down.
After
And,
Night Ranger, top 11 ABBA. No, I'm just kidding, dude.
I would do that for you.
Nah, dude.
But
I wouldn't do that.
I
Too.
actually want to do LA Guns after Night Ranger.
That'll be just like Y&T for me. I have to revisit that catalog.
Oh yeah, you don't need.
I'm
to
probably
listen.
more familiar. I'm
You
more
just
familiar with LA Guns.
You can listen to the stuff where Tracy wasn't there as long as Phil was there. They had that guy from Love Hate come in for a while. I didn't really care for that Love Hate vocalist. I forgot. I like Love Hate. I just don't like him in LA Guns.
Those are the Blackout in the Red Room guys, right?
Yeah,
Love Hate?
you know,
That's a
why
good
do
tune.
you think they call it dope? Whoa! I like that shit. Yeah, he came into
So LA Guns made a couple of albums without Tracy.
a lot of albums without
Oh
Tracy.
yeah,
Really?
Tracy had his own version of LA Guns for a while.
Yeah, you
Oh,
never.
okay.
You guys should listen to Tales from the Strip, Hollywood Forever. Those are some fucking great albums, dude. Hollywood Forever is like biography about LA Guns things on the strip. It's a really cool album cover too. That's a great album. Hollywood Forever. I love the song Hollywood Forever. And then they have a song where freaking Phil Cripps is singing Phil Lewis is singing freaking Spanish.
You know what?
I think-
and I liked it. And I liked it because the music was cool.
Doesn't Steve Riley have his own version of LA Guns or tried
Steve
to?
Riley's LA Guns. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's just a drummer. Come on,
If it's Steve Riley and Phil Lewis, I'm okay with it.
that's what it was for a while before. Tracy
Yeah, it was before Tracy came back. before
Actually, that
those
was
two
a
got back
kick-ass band. Actually,
in. Oh god, yeah, I liked it with Phil and Steve. They were good. They made great albums. I didn't dislike any of those albums, but when I saw the show, Phil goes up to Tracy, goes, "You know what? I love this guy," and he's like putting his head on his shoulder. And Tracy, well, you know what was cool about that show is that Tracy Guns comes out, no band. He's in the corner by his amp, and they're playing "Diary of a Madman" with Ozzy, right? And when the guitar part comes on, he starts playing with it. He's like warming up, getting the audience, and he goes, and he stops when the guitar stops, and then he comes back in with the guitar. It's like, because I think Randy Rhoads is his hero. So he warms up and gets him pumped up for the show. That's what my friend Tim told me. He says,
wow.
yeah, he's seen LA Guns like 10 times. He says he does that every show. He comes out and he just jams with Diary of a Madman song. Freaking amazing. But then we get to what do you think of Mariah Carey trying to trademark the Queen of Christmas?
You know, I got to admit that Christmas album that she does is popular and it's good, but there are so many other singers that have been doing Christmas albums years and decades way before her. You know, so
yeah, Darlene Love came out against her and said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Darlene Love from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, she was in a girl band, right? From
Yeah,
the
she was a
80s?
good. She actually has a
No,
really
the
good
60s?
voice. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She has a really good
singer.
voice. Yeah.
She's the original one who sang "Baby Please Come Home." That U2 did a killer cover of, by the way.
yeah, they really did.
Really did. Good video too. But you should if you guys want to check out some good Christmas albums, A Very Special Christmas is pretty fucking good. They
And
have a
part
bunch
two
of
of
those.
that's really good too.
And you got Run
You know-
DMC on there, Christmas.
You know that song
Wallace.
about Mariah Carey. That song about Mariah Carey is really a popular Christmas song though. So I don't know,
But Queen of Christmas, no,
No,
I can't get
Yeah.
down.
she's trying to make money off of it. You know what? I would like to motorboat her.
I like the earlier version of Mariah.
I liked it when she got a little thicker and more
The
curves.
starving version of Mariah Carey, when she was still hungry.
But I liked it when she got more curves. I liked it when she gained some weight. I liked it.
Like
She
that.
still looks good, but I just remember in that Vision of Love video and those tight jeans and that black sweater, man.
Yeah, when I used to work for In-N-Out, I used to give this friend a ride to work, and she bought me that album because I said she saw it. I said, doesn't mean I like the music, but she bought me the album because I said she was hot. But I do
That's a
like
pretty
that
good-
song Someday. I like that song Someday,
Yeah.
Someday.
I like that song Vision of Love. That's a good tune.
Oh, that is a great
Yeah,
song.
it is.
That's a great
I've
song.
got about 4 or 5 CDs of hers,
Yeah.
and then
I-
her Unplugged on
nothing
cassette.
anymore.
I like her voice. I think, and the thing is that unlike other pop singers, she had a big hand in writing her material.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool, man. That's not
That
Britney
goes a
Spears
long
shit.
way, you know,
You know,
writing stuff like that.
I always make fun of Britney Spears, but you know, I give her a big hug and say, congratulations on getting out of your dad's shadow. You know,
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
There's still something wrong with the.
There's
Britney
still something.
Spears
She's
situation.
you could actually see her
I-
areola sometimes in those videos where she's.
Well, it's not
trying to
just that. It's just like, why can't she see her kids legally much? You know what I mean?
Well, if you see those videos of her being with her kids that her ex-husband Federline put out, if you guys ever watch Family Guy, they always go Federline. She's actually being a mom to her kids, and it's really cool. The videos that
I mean,
he put out. I don't understand that.
I'm
Yeah.
cheering for her and rooting for her, but there's something more that, and maybe we shouldn't know about it. It should be private, I guess.
It
but,
should be
you know.
private, man. But
But there's a reason why her parents had control over her money, and I mean, her.
I don't think that's. I
and
don't
her
think
mother did
that's.
some weird
I'm
shit
sorry,
to her.
Andy.
Huh?
I don't
Sorry.
think that's uncommon though. As far as parents, a lot of parents have control of their.
not when she's over fucking
Yeah,
18.
but she's like almost 40.
Yeah.
But I notice a lot of people. I mean, okay, maybe I don't have my information right, but yeah, I don't know.
But she needs to stop dating freaking like underlings and start dating somebody who has their own money.
Well, she's married now, so.
Yeah, that guy's an underling. He's like
Then he
Federline.
get attacked. Hey, and then he gets attacked on the wedding day. You know, it's like what the hell about one of her
The
ex-boyfriends?
boyfriends, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. No, I think it was her ex-husband because
Was it
remember
the ex-husband?
No, it's boyfriend because she didn't marry anybody after Federline.
I'm like, what is
Yeah.
wrong here, man?
No, I thought she married like a childhood chum, and they were
Oh
married
yeah, that was her
for a few
first
days-
husband. They were married like
for a few days.
a few days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just weird shit happens around her, man. I just, ever since the gas station episode, it's like everything. Her life's just been like weird.
I think that cover she did for Rolling Stones, I printed it because she was down with her boobs like this. I put it on my wall. I used to have the
Put it on
Jessica,
your wall.
I just have Jessica Simpson calendar, dude. Jessica Simpson was so hot.
She's back to looking pretty good, actually. I seen.
I thought
pictures
she
of her
was hot
lately.
when she got fat. It's just me. I just like the boobs. I see boobs and I'm like, hello.
That's why he gave us 2 eyes for her, man.
Oh my god. But then
That's what God gave us to us.
speaking of areolas, what do you guys think about Tommy Lee posting his dick pics?
Again, I'm just, I really don't care. It's just,
Yeah,
I
it's like
think,
Chris
I think
Sinzak said he went on his Instagram and it boom, it's right there. And I go, I don't need to see that.
I think Tommy Lee is regretting that. He says it was an accident, but I don't think so. But I think
If he thinks it's an accident, he reposted it after they took it down.
Yeah. He regrets it. He's regretting it.
No, he doesn't.
You don't think so?
No.
press. Doesn't care. His
He
name,
if he regretted it, why didn't he put it back up after they took it down?
I don't know. I didn't see it, nor do I want to see it. So,
Well,
I'm
it-
out to you if you want to
It's
look at
like those memes that come out that Chris Sinzak pointed out. I'm giving Chris Sinzak freaking credit because I don't steal from other podcasts, but he's talked about the meme on the New Noise episode. He's saying it's kind of unfair that Def Leppard drummer has one arm and Tommy Motley Crue has 3.
3 arms.
I saw that.
Glenn Danzig or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go get something close to my heart. New Megadeth song slams little brats in their band t-shirts who don't actually listen to their music, says Dave Mustaine. What do you guys think about that?
I freaking love it. I hate that when people wear those shirts that don't know nothing about the band. So
But-
good for Dave. Good for Dave.
But that's good advertisement for the bands because I remember when I was in junior high and when I was in the 6th or 7th grade, I would see the older kids with those Metallica shirts, Megadeth shirts and stuff. And I said, who are these guys? And that's what got me listening was by seeing other people with shirts on.
But if you
Here's my
ask
problem
those
with-
guys, they would tell you.
But if they would actually hear that band, they'd get, ew, what is this shit? It's just, I don't know. I just,
you know why he wrote this song? He saw a girl with the Megadeth shirt on. And he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're a fan of my band." He goes, "What band?" "Megadeth." "Oh, I just have the shirt."
Oh, I see all the time. There's a guy on YouTube that does that. He'll walk up to people with band shirts and ask them to name 2 or 3 songs when they can't do it.
I know, and then they make memes, 40-year-old guys harassing little girls with band
Yeah,
shirts on.
yeah, I saw that.
But you know what? But I have a true story. I think I've said this before, where this girl came up with a Van Halen shirt in Disney. And I look at my friend Janet and I go, she doesn't know who the fuck Van Halen is. He goes, "How do you know? How do you know?" She is not a Van Halen fan. And then she's handing out the order. He goes, "Oh, I like your shirt. What's your favorite song by Van Halen?" And you know what she said? "I just like the shirt."
No. Well, more power to you. I don't like it, but screw it. If you want to wear it,
I think
wear it.
it's good advertisement. I really do.
It
For
is,
the
but the Kardashians started this shit.
yeah, I know.
Fuck you, Kardashians. You suck.
Oh, what band were they wearing?
I think you're wearing Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, Kim was wearing a Pink Floyd shirt at one time.
And one of them was wearing a freaking Slayer shirt, and I think Gary Holt said, "Fuck you, Kim Kardashian." But
I mean, if Kim decides to go to a mosh pit and watch that band, hey, maybe she is a fan. Who knows?
Travis Barker defended her with the Cannibal Corpse. She goes, "Well, she knows I like that group, so that's why she wore the shirt."
Right.
Dude, my wife's not gonna wear a freaking.
Who was it that staged?
She's not gonna wear a Rolling Stone shirt because I love the Rolling Stones. She hates the Rolling Stones.
Which Kardashians with Travis, Courtney, or which one?
Courtney.
Yes,
She probably can't even. She probably can't even name a song from his band. You know what I mean?
Probably not. I think, like I said last night on a Blackspinner podcast, that I think he's just famous because of his tattoos. But
dude, he's a great drummer, dude. I don't know. I'm surprised on that one, man. I'm not a big fan of the band, but I think he's a great freaking drummer.
All right, well, let's get to a band that I never really listened to. Grim Reaper. Steve Grimlett died. What do you guys think about that?
Go for it, Andy.
Oh well, I really don't know that much about Grim Reaper. I just, I played this the other day. This this compilation, and it starts off with Final Scream by Grim Reaper. But it's sad to hear that somebody had died from the heavy metal community. He was only 62. And he was
I was never. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andy. Jesus. I was never.
Jesus had nothing to do with this. All right, go ahead.
I was never a fan of the band, but I was actually surprised at the outpouring of people that did like them. You know what I mean? As far as sad that he died. All I remember from them is Beavis and Butthead ripping up on them on their show. That's all I really knew of them.
What pisses me off is that when people die, they actually start loving the band. Why didn't you love them when they were there? Why don't you love my podcast and this show, Why I'm Alive? I put that up on Facebook. I said, you guys could give me love now instead of when I'm dead and I don't know about it, and give everybody love while we're here, instead of saying, "Oh, I miss Mark Alden Taylor, I miss Andy Rodriguez, I miss Jerry Soup." Let's watch her. Oh, I'm gonna start binging all their stuff they ever did. I'm not gonna know you binge my shit.
They were great guys. I knew them well.
Yeah, they were great guys. Let's watch their stuff. Let's listen to their podcast now. Fuck you guys. Listen to me now. I want to know you like me now. But our last bullshit thing is Gene Simmons on Future Kiss. I had no problems with 4 deserving 20-year-olds sticking the makeup back on.
As long as he's racking in the cash, it doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not, and he's just keeping in the band.
Yep.
That's it.
Money.
I don't know why he doesn't replace Paul now and give us a good show.
Yeah, they always said it's like when you can't handle it anymore, you're out of the band.
Yeah. I just remember that one time they were doing an acoustic thing and Paul was singing. It was on YouTube, and then Paul was singing like shit, and Gene goes like this to him: Stop.
Oh yeah, the Led Zeppelin song. You're doing the Zeppelin
Yeah,
song
it was
rehearsal.
horrible, man.
You're gonna lose your voice.
Lose your
Yeah, I remember
voice.
that.
Well, he already lost his voice.
But I've heard either Paul or Gene say that their fans don't care who's there, just as long as someone's up there. That's shit to say, you know.
The fans do care.
We all love
The
bands.
casual fan,
And
the casual fan might still go to it because they don't know better, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think there's more real Kiss fans than there are casual fans.
oh yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I just get weird on those Kiss weirdos. That
Yeah,
just
I
go,
think that-
you can't talk shit about my band. You rule, blah, 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 blah." It's
But
like
I
fucking
truly
Beaker.
think that I truly do think that Kiss will die if they do that. If they have no more original members in the band and they're going to be touring, they're not going to be pulling in like what they're kind of doing now. You know?
Well, Foreigner's doing good with just Mick Jones,
Yeah, but that's Mick Jones. Mick Jones is the founder of the band.
but
And he hardly
sometimes
ever-
he's not
he
even
hardly-
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say hardly ever shows up. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying
True.
that. But that's our BS of the night, man. We didn't have too much of BS this week because I stayed off of Facebook for a day, so I didn't get enough of BS.
I'll be back.
I went on Twitter and I went on Instagram the day I stayed off Facebook. That shit is boring. But Jerry's gonna be back, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
pause this real quick because I'm gonna go to the restroom too.
So as I was saying, that I had this Grim Reaper. I mean, it wasn't a Grim Reaper, but it was a compilation that I was checking out. But then that prompted me to bring out some more compilations. So I have brought out this Masters of Metal White Heat. This was pretty good one. This has a lot of pretty good songs actually. Grim Reaper's not on this one, but we're talking about Scorpions. Rush had Distant Early Warning on here. You really didn't think about that being on a compilation. Mark stepped out and says it's still recording. So
What's that compilation called again?
oh yeah, this is called White Hot Metal Masters of Metal.
Okay.
And this one here, I was just saying,
Do I see Slade on there?
yes, Slade is doing Run Away,
Runaway. Okay.
and Scorpions Rock You Like a Hurricane, Lay It on the Line by Triumph, Holy Diver by Dio.
Oh, such a good record, man.
Yeah, and side 2 has Don't Stop Running by Y&T. Judas Priest, You Got Another Thing Coming, Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath. And it ends with Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot.
Wow.
It's,
Not a dud on that album, I don't think.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It came in 2 parts, that one. Let me see, what's the other one?
You guys ready?
Yep. I think it's still recording, man.
Yes, yeah, it said that it was recording, so I was talking.
Shit. Okay, let's start. All right, I guess it was still recording, so Andy was talking during the whole
Yeah.
thing.
I
just
just started talking and I
want
ran
dead
back
air.
in here real quick. I'm like,
Whiskey. But what happened to my forms? Fucking fan blew everything on the floor. Hold on. I gotta find my list. Shit. This sucks.
Man, the Yankees are getting owned again tonight.
The Yankees? Fuck the
Yeah.
Yankees. But, God dang it. Where did my list go? Oh, there it is. Got it. All right, man. So, like I said, you guys need to check out this documentary on with the show, Y&T. It's really well done. Check it out, ynt.com. Check them out. But let's get to this band. I'd never really hear any podcasts talking about them. Any podcast that I listen to, except Eddie Trunk. He has Dave Medichetti on there doing interviews with him sometimes. Or the Decibel Geek did a thing on Y&T. So check out the Decibel Geek with our brothers Chris Sinzak and Aaron Camaro. I think it's a few years ago they did a Y&T discography where they went through all the albums, and check that out, man, because it's really cool. But we're gonna make our top Y&T 11 song ultimate album. And then we're going to do side 1 and side 2 with a bonus track on side 2. So let's start with side 1. What's your side 1 track number 1, Andy?
I'm gonna go with one of their most famous songs. I'm gonna start off light and fun. So I'm gonna start off with "Summer Girls" off
Summertime
of
Girls.
"Down for the Count" album. I think it's a fun album. It will really draw, because I'm going to put these in order to the way that I would listen to an album, and that song will really draw in the listener to say, "Hey, what else is on here?" So I believe it's a good attention grabber for them.
What's your number one, Jerry?
I agree. I'm gonna go with "Summertime Girls." I believe that's off Open Fire, right?
Yeah, it's on Open Fire. That was the only like studio track on the live album.
It was a great hit, fun song, fun video, and it was actually before we discussed doing this podcast. One of the only songs I remembered by him, and like I said, I need to thank you for reintroducing me to these guys because man, I forgot they had a lot of good fucking songs, man.
That's why I wanted to do it.
But I figured I'd get their biggest hit out of the way. So
yeah, I didn't pick that song. It's better live when they get rid of that keyboard heavy part of it, but it's a really good song. I loved it when I watched them in TV back in the day, especially with all the hot chicks coming out of the sand, and freaking guys in fucking shorts. They look fucking weird in the video. But my number one is freaking from "In Rock We Trust," one of my favorite songs of all time. "Rock and Roll's Gonna Save the World." It's like, man, it's like they're bitching about politics. They say, fuck politics. Fucking rock and roll's gonna save the world. That's the way we're gonna take it. It says kings and queens and presidents, fuck them. Fuck them.
That's the attitude we need, man.
It's fucking, he says, I seen the power of the chord. It's like rock and roll's gonna save. I've ended the Freeform Rock Show on that metal station with that song so many times just to fucking get people positive message as I leave. That fucking song rules. I can listen to that song over and over and over again. And then we get track number 2 on side 1. What's your track number 2, Andy?
Track number 2 is going to be the title track to Black Tiger.
Nice.
It's a really cool track. Dave Metagetti. I can never say his last name.
Metagetti.
Metagetti.
Yeah.
Metagetti.
But
Metagetti, right?
Metagetti.
Okay. But the guy really has a really good big guitar, and he shows it off as much as he can. But he stays within the junction of the song. He doesn't go off just to flash. He stays within the song. So I really like this. I was pretty new to YNT. I want to do this because I wanted to learn more, and I really did, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to start out. Their number 2 is going to be Black Tiger.
Nice. What's your number 2, Jerry?
My number 2 is off an album I think was. I listened to it again. I really didn't like it at first, but I listened to it again, and it was too polished for a YNT album, in my opinion. But there are some good songs on it, and this one here was actually a really great song. "Eyes of a Stranger" off Contagious, man.
That's a fucking great song.
Got a great hook. Not as raunchy as their other songs, but man, it's a great, steady rocking tune, man. I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah. Right. So my number 2 is from Struck Down, the song "Struck Down." And when I saw them live, they played that song, and my friend Michael, I forgot his last name, but he hasn't been on Facebook in a while. We're worried about him. He keeps
Brand Void or something like that.
No, not Brand Void. No, it's Michael. I have his phone number, dude, and the guy don't text me back, dude, and it's fucking pissing me off.
Might just be off Facebook,
dude. I hope. No, I have his phone number, dude.
Oh, okay.
Dude, let's see. Let me see. I need to say his name because we talked after I saw YNT, and he asked me if they played that song. Fuck me. Why are you doing this to me, phone? Michael Day. Brian Day. Michael Day, Brian Day. He's in that sports group. He asked me if they played Struck Down. I said, they played Struck Down. And I forgot to fucking record it. He goes, they never play that song. they played Struck Down, dude. Struck Down rules. It's from the album Struck Down. It's fucking great fucking song. I love it. But and then we get to our number 3. What's your number 3, Andy?
This song's pretty catchy, and another album track, Mean Streak. You know, that was a big hit for them as well. And it's got a pretty catchy chorus. So that's going to be my number 3, a Mean Streak. It's going to keep the album, you know, strong.
So what's your number 3, Jerry?
Me and Andy are like, you know, picking the same ones, man. Mean Streak. Better open your eyes, boy. You want to buy. I mean, it's a great fucking. That's when they started. That's a really good raunchy tune. That's what I love about Ryan. That's what I love about YNT, man.
Yep. They're raunchy, but they're fucking killer musicians. And then we get to number. I'm on number 3, right? Number 3, Hungry for Rock from Earthshaker. Fucking great fucking track, man. I think that's when they didn't get their logo till later, the 80s, their classic logo, I think, with Mean Streak and Black Tiger. That's when you got the classic YNT logo that they have now. Fucking great song, man. This is like in the 70s, man. No, wait, fucking, you had what, Van Halen come out in 77? You had all these bands come out. They got fucking overlooked. It's like it's so much fucking great music from this band, and they need to be fucking heralded and fucking loudspeaker. Listen to YT, bitches. You know, if you like, you know, like you said, most of the people who hate Sammy Hagar like YNT, so whatever.
And there's a lot of similarities in their voices, like I mentioned to you. I mean, there's actually times where I think it's Sammy singing.
Yeah, there was a lot of times. I mean, this stuff reminded me of early Sammy.
Right.
Yeah,
it really does.
Well, that's my number 3.
And that's what kept on coming to my head when I kept on hearing this was Sammy.
Yeah, Ian Wadley of the Rock and Metal Combat podcast said he's finally getting into YNT. The only thing that stopped him from getting YNT, he sounded too much like Sammy. So, but he said a recent podcast that he's finally listening to some YNT and he likes it. So then we get to our number 4. What's your number 4, Andy?
Off of Earthquakes, I am going with Rescue Me.
Earthshaker?
Huh?
Earthshaker, right?
It's Earthshaker? I thought it was Earthquakes.
No, it's Earthshaker.
Earthshaker, yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? It is Earthshaker. I wrote Earthshaker up here. And yeah, Earthshaker.
That's a great song, man.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
album.
it really is. I guess that's off their first. Is that their debut album under?
Yeah, when they were called
under
Yesterday
YNT?
and Today.
Oh, they were called Yesterday and Today on that as
Yeah,
well.
and they shortened it to YNT. They named their band after a Beatles album.
Okay.
Yeah. They're real huge. Well, Dave is a huge Beatles fan.
Yesterday and Today.
So what's your number 3, number 4, Jerry? I mean,
I'm gonna go for the song off in Rock We Trust, man. I guess it would be considered a power ballad, but it's definitely a little slower than usual. I'll Keep On Believing. It's a real
great
pretty song, dude. It's just a really gorgeous song, man. Like I said, man, I never associate YNT with, you know, ballads, but I heard a few of them and they freaking are awesome. I mean, this band is like, man, like I said, thank you again for getting me back into them. I'm gonna be listening to them for a while now. But yeah, hey, cool.
Yeah. It's always he plays a really tasteful guitar in the ballads. He does.
Yeah.
I think this shirt means, you see, there's 3 spotlights and nobody there.
Yeah.
I think that's the 3 members that passed.
Oh wow.
That's
Keep On
kind of
Believing.
interesting.
I think because look, there's nobody under the spotlight. It's empty.
Right.
I think that's for Joey Owls, Kidamore, and freaking Leonard.
Interesting concept.
Keep On Believing.
Matter of fact, you mentioned that now, and I bet you I'm 90% sure that's probably why they did that.
Yeah, I think it is.
It makes too much sense.
Well, if I'm gonna keep pimping this, if you watch the documentary, Joey Owls and Leonard say, "Hey, we love Dave. We understand why he kicked us out of the band. They were on drugs and alcohol, and they couldn't comprehend shit.
Yeah.
You know, and he brought them back up on stage here and there. If you watch the documentary, it shows you they said nothing but good about Dave Medichetti. Nothing but good shit about him.
Huh.
He's a great guy, man. But then we get to my number 4 from their last album, the last album with Killamore, Face Melter. Freaking On With The Show, which is the name of this. On With The Show. That bass line and that fucking song rules from Philip. My God. Fucking great fucking song. Face Melter is a great fucking album, man.
Yeah, I did not listen to that one yet. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
have to give
kept
that one a
telling
try.
you to listen to Face Melter.
I had
It's
so
got
many
a-
to listen.
Put out
I
there.
had so many to go, man.
It's
It
got a
was-
song on there called Going Blind. He says, I'm going blind, going blind. It's kind of, I think he's talking about jacking off. He's going blind, going. It's kind of bluesy rock. It's a fucking great album. You need to listen to Face
That's
Melter,
what's so
dude.
cool. I mean, that's what I love about Y&T, man. They're fucking dirty, and I love them, man.
Dude, there's so
Love it.
many. The whole dude, there's not one bad song by Y&T. Even the albums I didn't like as much, like Down for the Count and Musically Incorrect, they were still good. You know.
Yeah, I'm warming up to Contagious, but I'm still not their best, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I love On With The Show from Face Melter. And then we get to our number 5. What's your number 5, Andy?
Yeah, my number 5. This is going to close out on my side 1. I've been going 6 the last 2, but this time I did 5 on side 1.
Okay.
Did 6 for side 2. Hell or High Water off of Black Tiger.
That's a fucking great
I
song.
think that's
Great
a
tune.
pretty nice, not epic, but almost there in the epic to do to be a last song on a side. So
Yeah,
that's why I
that's
put
great.
Hell or High Water there.
I did 6 songs on my side 1.
Yeah, I got 6 too.
So what's your number 5, Jerry?
I Need Respect, and I'm gonna get it, baby. My Way or the Highway, dude. I love that fucking
great
song.
song.
Dude. Man,
I'm just gonna say
again,
that
we're
about
talking about just fuck you, music. I mean, as far as in your face, dirty, raunchy, fucking fuck you type of music. I love it, man. I mean, we're all sounding incredible. I mean,
Fucking great song.
yeah.
And then since you picked Eyes of a Stranger, I pivoted and changed my my ballad. Because my number 5 would have been Eyes of the Stranger. I picked it to Don't Be Afraid of the Dark off a 10 because I was going back and forth on those.
Well,
two
you
songs.
consider Eyes of the Stranger being a ballad? I never would have figured that being.
Well, it's kind of
It's
a
slower.
ballad. It's slower, but I picked Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I just think that song rules.
Yeah,
Little by
good song.
little by, don't be afraid of. I turn that shit up when that plays. I like ballads, but they fucking have that power in their ballads. It's like
Yeah, they do.
soul and just like it's got that
And they got great harmonizing guitar parts too.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
great harmonizing between him. Well, he wasn't in, I think Joey wasn't there, but the original Joey and freaking Dave just harmonized so fucking good together, man.
Yeah.
But I picked Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I love that song by On 10. That's a fucking underrated album. I bought that the first day it came out. I love Y&T, man.
Yeah.
And then we get to our number 6. I guess this will be your side 2.
Oh no,
and-
well y'all go ahead and finish side 1.
Oh yeah, you got. I just did. Okay, I'll finish my side 1 then. What's your number 6 on side 1, Jerry?
Is Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I know I got 2 ballads on there, but we mentioned it, so okay.
Yeah, I changed mine. 'Cause
You can't. Oh, no changes, man.
I had to. I wanted to. I thought you didn't pick it. Damn it. I would have kept Eyes of the Stranger then if you picked that. But then I end my side 1 with a hard track, the opening track of 10, Hard Times. I can
That's
love
something I
that
did
song.
listen to. That's actually my. Well, I'm not going to say that actually.
It's a fucking great fucking album opener, man. I put it as an album ender. It's fucking rules, and fucking that album just fucking kicks ass. Fucking hot chick on the cover. Yeah, it's a fucking great album.
Yeah, I tried watching a few of their videos too, and they're not the best videos, but they're still kind of cool in a way.
Well, I like the video for fucking that one song I put up the other day. It's cheesy, but the one where he turns into a robot. I forgot what it was. Keep on running, keep on running,
Don't stop running.
Don't stop
Don't
running.
Stop
I
Running.
love that fucking song. Fucking the lyrics, dude. This guy can write fucking non-repetitive lyrics. It's like it tells a story. This girl's like being a bitch to him, and he says, "Just keep on running, bitch. Keep on running." That now that I made it, you want to be with me? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't pick that song, but I love it. And then we go to side 2. What's your track 1, side 2, Andy?
Don't stop running. That's how I start off side 2.
You know
Great
what? I
opening.
started out with it too, so we can all talk about that song right now.
Another catchy song, that gets you. It's got the chorus that just draws you in, but then the guitar work is not your typical pop rock guitar work, if that makes sense. So that's why I put "Don't Stop Running" to start off side 2. It kind of reminds me of "Summertime Girls." That's why I did that on side 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's mine. That's mine too, actually, man. I mean, I think you said earlier, Mark, exactly what that song's about. I see through all your lies and shit like that. Yeah, it's a well-written song, man.
And now that I made it, you want to be with me, but keep on running, bitch. Don't stop running.
Well, we all picked that song. Well,
I didn't pick it.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I
You
didn't pick
mentioned
it.
it though.
I mentioned it because it is a great song, and I love the video, and it's 80s cheesy video, but it's fucking cool, man. I still like it.
It
He turns
is.
into the robot when he's listening to the music, saves the chick, and then fucking she doesn't want him still. He said, but now that he made it, she wants to be with him. He says, "Fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck out of here." I love that shit. And
That's what I'm afraid with my podcast of getting so big.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
And then we get to my side track 1 on side 2 is Midnight in Tokyo off of Mean Streak.
That song almost made my list. I actually took that out the last minute, actually.
I fucking love that song. Midnight
Yeah.
in Tokyo. Fucking kicks ass, man. I love that shit.
And weren't they a little bit bigger, like in Japan, than they were here? Where was Y&T one of the bands that were a little bit
They
bigger?
were bigger in Japan. All metal is bigger in
I was
Japan.
gonna say all metal is bigger over in Europe and shit like that.
But their manager fucked up because they wanted them to concentrate on the USA and they didn't tour in Europe. If they would have toured in Europe back in the day, they would have been bigger there. But he tried to keep them in the USA. USA fans are fickle. Like, what do you got for me next? What's your,
Yeah.
Europe and Japan are more loyal than USA fans are dicks. I consider myself a European fan or a Japan fan because I'm loyal to all my bands.
And they're freaking
whole discography of someone you like.
Yeah.
And they're freaking passionate, man. You see those videos of their concerts they play overseas. Those fans just go freaking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same thing in South America, like when they're doing shows in
Oh,
Rio.
yeah.
God, dude.
Rush live in Rio, Iron Maiden live in Rio, man.
Yeah.
They're just hopping the whole show.
I mean, yeah.
I go, my knee. Watching it.
And don't they have a festival down there now? It's a big one. What's it called? Is
The
it
Guns N' Roses just opened it, I think. They headlined it down there. Rock in Rio, isn't it?
Rock in Rio, I thought it was called.
Rock in Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought it was another name.
Is it? Maybe. But what's your number 2 on side 2, Andy?
Hang 'em High off of Main Street.
Fucking great song.
They just keep on charging at you. They keep on charging at the listener, and I think that's really cool. So Hang 'em High.
What's your number 2, Jerry?
Lipstick and Leather, man. Love that
Fucking
song.
Great song.
Black and Red, dude. I love the video. The girl in the video is hot, by the way.
That bass line that Philip is
yeah.
playing, man. Oh my god.
Again, it just emphasizes, freaking dirty rawness of Y&T, man. It's a great tune.
Dirty Ron, Motley Crue could have took a cue from this band because they could write great lyrics with a
That may have
groove and a
been why,
boogie.
that may have been why they didn't get as much success because they may have been too raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Motley Crue polished up. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Yeah, but then I checked out when they got a little bit too polished.
Yeah. But even when Y&T got polished, they were still rawer than Motley Crue. Just put it that way. Contagious is a great album, man. I love that fucking record.
It was better when I heard it this time around.
Yeah, I didn't pick anything from Contagious because I changed freaking. I would have picked like an LA Rocks Moves Nonstop. I love that song too, man. Let's get crazy, boys night out. I love that fucking song. That's a fucking just put that in there for you guys. But my number 8, Black Tag or Barroom Boogie.
Good song.
Fucking love. I know Chris Senzak didn't like it because when he did his thing on that, but I love that song, Chris. So you don't suck, but if you were somebody else, I go, you suck. But I love you, Chris. So I'm not going to tell you suck. But I love that fucking song. It's just, it's like a story, dude. It's like a whole story with that. Boom, 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 boom. And he's just fucking talking and singing and the whole thing, you know. Fucking love that track. He gets
What
all
album is
drunk.
that
And
off
shit.
of?
That's off of Mean Streak.
Okay.
No, Black Tiger.
Well, yeah, I was
Black
gonna say
Tiger.
Black Tiger
Barroom Boogie.
Okay.
Fucking great fucking track.
That was one of the albums I spent a lot of attention on.
It's got a groove, man. And then what's your number 3 on side 2, Andy?
Yeah, Midnight in Tokyo off of Mean Streak.
Nice.
You know, we're just talking about their influence across the pond and across the ocean. So I had to put that in there so that we can mention Tokyo for YNT because, you know, they mean a lot to them over there. So Midnight in Tokyo. And it's a really good track, too. Not just the title, the track is pretty tight.
So what's your number? You know, I gotta talk to Kate. Maybe she has some YNT albums that I can get on vinyl. I only have Contagious and In Rock We Trust.
Yeah, I looked on eBay for YT vinyl. It's expensive, man.
Oh shit. Well, Kate will probably charge then.
Yeah, that's the only one I have is In Rock We Trust.
Yeah, I want to get Black Tiger and Mean Streak and
Yeah.
Face Melter if they have that. But what's your number 3 on side 2, Jerry?
Off Earthshaker, Dirty Girl, man.
Oh, that's a good one.
Again, man, the lyrics are just, man, raunchy. Was it you got my knees aching and my seams breaking, something like that? It's just really, just awesome, fun fucking lyrics, dude.
Yeah.
Love
Him
it.
and Phil were the main songwriters of the band.
You gotta pay attention to a whole YT song because it's so entertaining, man.
Oh, it's so entertaining. And they got a groove that just don't stop. Even if they do a ballad, it has a fucking groove.
Right.
It's like, these guys are so talented and people need to fucking listen to YNT. Man, that's why I like doing these episodes where we're doing a band. We're not doing Led Zeppelin. We're not doing fucking Who. We're doing bands that people don't think about anymore, that nobody talks about. I like this shit. You know,
It's really introduced me to a whole new band, and I love it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I know people talk about Anthrax, which we're going to do next week with Andy, and Charles Trainer will be on here with us too, Andy.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet him. I've never met him before.
Yeah, we got a little tiff, but we're cool.
We always have fun with Charles on the show.
Yeah,
so.
Charles is cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, Charles.
I've seen that. He's a really cool guy.
He likes Oasis. That's okay. Poop one though.
Make sure you give him shit about that, all right?
Oh, I give him a lot of shit about that.
Oasis, I can hear a few songs like you guys. I like their hits, but man, I can't really sit through a whole.
When you
album.
listen to a whole album, your ears start hurting. It's like, he whines. It's like I put them in the thing of, I like them better than Blink 182, but the voice just gets on my nerves after a while. But
yeah, there's certain, like you said, there's a certain whininess to 90s and early 2000, singers.
Yeah, there is.
And then we get to my number 3 off In Rock We Trust. We got life. I just love the harmonies on that song, the way they sing it. It's a positive fucking song. Dude, these guys had killer harmonies. It's
You're
like,
looking for positive songs. I'm looking for songs about sex.
well, I had songs about sex too, but fucking.
Well, positive songs and sex songs could be.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you my positive, baby. Oh man, I just like the harmonies on this song. Life. You know, these guys are freaking amazing vocalist, all of them, dude. The new band he has going right now, just fucking amazing. That he's like by himself now, dude. He had to cancel some European dates that we're gonna do, and they're gonna do a show up in Sacramento. You know, they're from San Francisco up north, and because Dave is just getting over cancer. He had cancer, you know, but it's really cool, man. I hope they come back down here again. I would see them again and again and again. They put on
definitely.
them and Striper put on the best shows I've ever seen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I would definitely make an effort to see them if they can in Tennessee.
Yeah. I love Life, Life, Life. And then we get to your number 4, Andy, on side 2.
Well, before I get to that, I just wanted to say that they announced. I know that ZZ Top was going to come to Houston in September, but it's coming with Jeff Beck and Ann Wilson. That's interesting.
Ann Wilson was great. I just saw her.
Yeah. So it's going to be Ann Wilson starting, and then I was listening to this last night too before I went to bed. Jeff Beck live. So I'll go check that out. That sounds interesting. With that kind of, to hear some heart songs by Ann and then Jeff Beck and then the ZZ Top. But my 4th track on side 2, my first song off of, the only song off of Face Melter is going to be How Long.
Oh, it's a great song too.
I got that on side 2, track 4. I think it fits in perfect there. That just keeps the train running. That's what you want from an album is to keep it interesting and keep on charging towards the end. So How Long is my 4th track on side 2.
Fucking great song, man. That whole album is good, man. Jerry, you need to listen to it.
Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Trust me. This is actually, I mean that this time.
What's your number 4? Go ahead, Andy.
I went already.
Oh, I kept telling Jerry, listen to Face Melter. Jerry, listen to Face Melter. Jerry, listen to Face Melter. And guess what? You didn't listen to Face Melter. You suck.
But
you
I'm gonna end it off a couple Black Tiger songs, but Hell or High Water, great tune. We talked about that earlier. Who picked that earlier? Did somebody pick that earlier?
Andy.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the albums I spent a lot of time listening to that I really like. Just about every song off that album, actually, to be honest with you.
Like I said, they don't have a bad song.
I'm still, flabbergasted how many great tunes that they have, man, that I missed. I mean, some of them I heard before and just forgot about, but man. One good thing about freaking digital media, it's what you can just of Apple Music, just hear a list of their songs back to back,
Yeah.
without having to flip a CD or an album. So, but this is gonna make me buy more CDs, more albums by them. So.
And when I went to the show, I bought 4 CDs from them, $10 each.
Oh, really?
And they're all the remasters. Yeah, I have them on digital, but I replaced them on my iTunes with the CD versions because I wanted to give them some money. I bought the shirt. I bought 4 CDs. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I always try to give bands, especially bands that aren't humongous at the moment, merch money. So,
of course,
as much as I can, I'd rather support them and buy their merchandise than Iron Maiden or Kiss or anything like that.
I
already got too much of that shit anyway.
But I like to go to their website and buy music from them.
Yeah. Well, I went to the LA Gun Show. They didn't have any merch.
Oh wow, really?
And I was like, damn. So I went on their website and bought the shirt. So I wanted the shirt.
I bought an acoustic CD from them, and it was amazing off their website. I can't remember the name of it right now, but
they have a lot of good shirts and shit off their website. The thing I'm pissed off about is I went to Tom Petty website. All the fucking shirts that I want are sold out. Everything's sold out. His vinyl sold out. Everything's sold out of Tom Petty.
Wow.
Fuck! I wanted to get Mojo on vinyl.
Yeah, somebody's not restocking for some reason.
They need to restock that shit, man, because I want Mojo. I want a lot of those vinyls. Won't let me up. I have enough on vinyl. They have every vinyl he has on there, but they're all sold out.
Yeah.
But
I was part of it is like I guess like a membership club for the Tom Petty, and they would email me every few days of new merch and stuff like that. But I haven't got an email lately, probably because they don't have any merch.
Right.
They even had a boombox cassette player you could buy from Tom Petty.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And that sold out. I didn't want it, but they sold out. I don't listen to cassettes. You do, Andy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You listen to cassettes.
And in fact, after we finish here, I don't know why, I just have a feeling I've got a Y&T cassette too somewhere.
Nice. But my number 4 on my side too is Black Tiger, Black Tiger. Black Tiger. I think who picked that? Who picked Black? Did you all pick Black Tiger?
Yeah, we both did. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at bad song off that album.
Looking those noises. In the beginning, that's the band making those noises.
Oh,
Yeah, that's them doing it. But I fucking love that fucking song. Black Tiger, looking to strike. His voice, he doesn't sound like Sammy to me at all for some reason. He has his own niche.
Yeah,
He has the roughness of Sammy, but his voice, I'm gonna say this, I think his voice is better than Sammy.
I'm gonna say I'm thinking more of his high notes sound more like Sammy. His
Yeah,
high
but
notes
his
sound like
voice is more ear candy to me than Sammy, and I love Sammy.
yeah.
Just saying that. I could listen to YNT all day. Sammy, I have to stop after a while. Because he does those woo, woo, those woos all the time,
woo!
Yeah. Come on, Sammy, stop that shit. But the new album does sound good, produced by Dave Cobb.
I fucking love that new song. It's the only song I've heard off, and I can't say that I hate it.
I can't wait to get the album because he's produced Rival Sons and the last Slash album. He
And
just
I hated
gets one
myself.
takes.
And I hated myself for saying that, but I can't lie to myself. So
Don't lie to yourself.
I don't hate something because of the group hates it. You know what I mean?
I love Sammy Hagar.
So do I.
And then we get to track 5 on side 2. What's that, Andy?
Mine is going to be. I didn't want to put this one here because it's kind of a balladry, but then the more times I heard it, it grows into something more. But Face Like an Angel off of Down for the Count.
Well, that's a great song too.
That is a nice song. I heard that song. Yeah.
Yeah, that song. It starts off pretty slow, and I didn't want to put it back to back with the last track because I'll talk about that later on. But Face Like an Angel, it turned to more of a melodic track as it went on. So I put that number 5 on side 2.
What's your number 5? Well, this is endings side 2 for us, I guess. And then we have the bonus track. So what's your ender on side 2, Jerry?
Freaking Black Tiger Ballroom Boogie, man. Fucking love that song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be on there. I mean, it's a great tune.
Chris Senzak, you don't suck, but that song rules. You guys should listen to that episode. They had somebody else on there with them. I forgot who it was. Aaron Camaro rules too. You guys are all wrestling fans, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a male soap opera in a certain way, dude, in a weird way. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, it's fake. And of course, I mean, the shit they go through isn't fake, but, the outcomes are. But
I know they get hurt and shit, but...
I mean, some of these people do some crazy shit,
Yeah.
man.
And then I get to my last track on side 1. Mean Streak, Mean Streak. She's got a mean streak.
I think all three of us had that one.
Yeah. And I just like it with the way she's got a mean streak. And you hear them all go, mean streak. I just love the harmonies that these guys do. This reminds me of Dokken harmonies here before Dokken. These guys had it down with the harmonies.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
They had this shit down. They got major Beatles. You could even compare them to the Beatles harmonies. And these guys had it. And I don't know why they weren't picked, because the fucking record company screwed them. A&M, and they went to Geffen. It's like RCA Records screwed a lot of metal bands too. It's like you needed to go to Warner Brothers. You needed not Geffen. Geffen was okay until they got Guns N' Roses and Tesla. But before that, I think they were before. They went to Geffen before Guns N' Roses, and they started promoting Guns N' Roses and left them in the dust.
Elektra would have been a really good record.
Elektra would have been a good record company for them too.
In the early 80s.
Yeah.
It could have pushed them to a higher level.
Yeah. So what's your bonus track, Andy?
Oh, well, I'm still on my last track.
Oh, your last track.
Yeah, this is my last track on side 2. And I wanted to be a ballad and kind of long to end the album. So I went with I Believe in You.
Oh, that's a good one too.
It really, it's a nice, goes a nice good 7 or 8 minutes with a lot of really good musicianship on there. So
yeah, the band was really tight.
That's what I finished the album was with that song.
So what's your bonus track, Jerry?
Like I said, another Black Tiger song, Don't Want to Lose.
That's a good one. Don't want to
lose. Like I think that's definitely my favorite album, as you can probably tell.
Harmonies again, dude. Harmonies.
Yep. Just Great music, man.
Yeah. And then I go for my bonus track. I go back to Face Melter, Wild Child. Go away, my wild child. Fucking great fucking song. You need to listen to Face Melter. You need
I will listen to that tonight when I'm laying in bed, dude.
You need to melt your face off. Great album cover with a big dragon on it with a. But what's your bonus track, Andy?
Oh man, Liar off of In Rock We Trust.
Great fucking song.
And I wanted to actually put that in there, so that's why it became a bonus track, because I was going to put it in the middle or the beginning of side 2, and it kind of, when I was filling it out, I was like, crap, I didn't put it anywhere. So I said, you know what, I'll put on my bonus track, Liar.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't pick more songs off Contagious, but I picked a lot off of Mean Streak and In Rock We Trust.
I don't know. I'm so bored about Eyes of a
And
Stranger.
10.
A ballad?
I think it kind of is, dude.
I picked 3 ballads. That's unusual.
But they're great ballads.
They're great
power,
fucking songs. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're good songs.
It's like, don't be afraid of the dark, little by little. Don't be. He goes, whoa. I know a lot of people hate whoa, whoa. I like whoas, you know.
Woes don't bother me. Yeah.
I like
bother
Oz.
me. A lot of people go, I hate woes, you know, like Bon Jovi. Whoa, we're halfway to people. I like woes, you know.
Woes rule.
Woes rule. So you guys suck who don't like woes.
Woes.
Do you like a lot of songs with woes, Andy?
I prefer Oz.
Oz.
Yeah. I do like Oz more than O's.
I just think of Heaven Can Wait by Iron Maiden. Whoa,
Whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Heaven can wait.
The ultimate woes.
Oh god.
Yeah, the ultimate.
All right, man. I
where it starts and it's there, and you know it's coming. It's not even in that particular song, but the crowd turns it into the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I want you guys to do, who's watching this, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, or
Cats,
non-binary,
dogs.
non-binary, or whatever you are, give us your top 11 Y&T songs of the bonus track in the comments on the page or on YouTube, and make sure and subscribe. You see the little subscribe down there in the right corner? Hit that.
Or if you're in a hurry, just let a couple good songs from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell us what your favorite, if you had a Y&T memory, tell us about your Y&T. Like, I saw them live a year ago, dude. They fucking kicked ass. My wife never heard them and she loved it. She loved it. They said they were freaking amazing. And go check out the Freeform Rock podcast on YouTube and see the Y&T concert videos I put up. They fucking kicked ass. Dave Medichetti at one point, he said, oh, I almost fell off the stage. He went like that. I got it. Fucking killer. The band he has now is just so tight as fuck.
Yeah.
Great band. Subscribe and share. Check out Andy, pimp your shit, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't mean to call you a bitch. I call Terry a bitch.
I understand. On Wednesday on Wednesday at the Blackspinner Circle Music Podcast, we are going to be doing the history of Rush, and Mark is going to be there with us, and so is Al Horta and William Toth. They are ready to go. And tomorrow we are me and William Toth are going to be reviewing the new Neil Young album that was just released a couple of weeks ago. It was a live album with The Promise of the New. The Promise of the New, yeah. And that is going to be tomorrow. We're going to review it. And then I'll be back here next week on the BS sessions with Mark and Jerry. Doing the same thing, but with Andrew.
Jerry will be drunk somewhere else. So
I'll be on vacation. So Andy and Charles will be filling in.
Yeah, Charles will be here. And Charles, dude, fucking bring it next week, bitch. I call Charles Charles is my bitch, and he knows it. I love Charles. I call him a bitch. He's the bitch I talk about.
When we come back, I think we're going to be doing a Night Ranger album, right?
Oh, we're going to be doing Night Ranger. Did you want to be part of that, Andy? Do Night Ranger?
Yes, I am.
That'd be fun.
Okay, cool.
I
So
can
in
do
2
that.
weeks
I
we'll
gotta
do Night
follow
Ranger.
them.
Next week will be without it, just be Mark, Andy, and Charles next week.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching. God bless, and frickin' subscribe and share. You know, we do this for free because we like
Don't ask
doing
for
it.
much.
We don't ask for anything, man. Just love us while we're here, man. All right, guys, take it easy and God bless.
All right, guys, take care.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.